Indonesia's infrastructure is a prerequisite for development to sustain growth. We believe social welfare and national resilience are the results of synergy and interconnection. This is a story of the most beautiful archipelago in the world, a paradise for global investment. Spread across the equator, Indonesia is rich in resources. With more than 54,000 kilometers of coastal line and 17,000 islands, Indonesia is the largest archipelagic country in the world. Lying on the Ring of Fire and is tectonically unstable, its fertile and mineral-rich soils support the biodiversity of its flora and fauna. Indonesia, investment destination between the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean, extending 5,120 kilometers along the equator, it occupies a strategic location along major sea lanes. Where Middle East oils flow to East Asia, the bridge between East and West Asia, a cargo route to Europe. Behind the dense forests and the sound of its waves, Indonesia is part of the pulse of the world economy. Towering buildings across its urban landscape, a welcoming symbol for the world. Indonesia is ready to be a key player of the world economy. A country with more than 260 million people, the fourth most populous country in the world, Indonesia will have the so-called demographic bonus with 180 million people of productive age by 2030. This is significant capital to meet globalization challenges. Indonesia is home to 135 million consumer class, a sign of a growing middle and upper class with high purchasing power. Predicted to be the fifth largest economy in the world. The diversity of its people and culture have shaped Indonesia to be a strong nation. Each culture has contributed in nurturing ethos and character traits of the nation. Its diverse culture projects confidence of its future and agility and flexibility in meeting future challenges, beautifully reflected in the smiley faces of its wonderful people, which welcomes everybody coming to this country in grace of God and nature. Indonesia will not only export its raw materials to the world. Now, Indonesia stands ready to produce goods for global markets. It has opened extensive industrial areas and trading ports for global distribution. The government of Indonesia has decided 245 national strategic infrastructure projects. They are divided into 15 sectors and 2 programs, covering 6 development regions across the archipelago. The government estimates these infrastructure projects will cost 4,400 trillion rupiah to complete. The financing of these projects will come from the state budget, estimated at 547 trillion rupiah. State-owned enterprises are committed to investing 1,250 trillion rupiah to the project, which leaves some 2,600 trillion rupiah for private sector's participation in this project. This is the right time for private sectors to participate in the acceleration of development across Indonesia. The government is determined to attract more investment with incentives and ease of doing business across the country. Indonesia has embarked on the revamping of its infrastructure. To welcome foreign investment, Indonesia is building new airports and seaports across the archipelago as the gates for trade and tourism. More roads and motorways are being developed to increase connectivity and improve its electrical capacity with an additional 35,000 megawatts. In including the rejuvenation of its oil refinery facilities across the country. Developments reach almost every corner of the country, which makes more equitable economic development. All of these make good reasons to invest in this promising land. It is now the time to see Indonesia as the new world potential. Indonesia, the world investment paradise.